My child, stop. I have brought you to this precise moment, not by chance, but by divine decree. I see you. I see the weight you have been carrying on shoulders that were never meant to sustain the gravity of the world alone. You are breathing, but you are not resting. You are moving, but you are not progressing. Hear my voice whisper into the depths of your weariness. This is not just another video on a screen. This is a command from the heavens to suspend your exhaustion. I have called you here to this sacred intersection of time and eternity because the season of your solitary struggle must end now. Put down the heavy armor you have forged out of fear. Lay aside the shields you built from your own strength, for they are crumbling under a pressure you were never designed to face without me. This is your divine appointment, a holy intervention meant to pull you back from the brink of a collapse you thought was inevitable. This message is a spiritual weapon, a ritual of warfare against the shadows that have tried to dim your light. It is not background noise for your distractions. It is a summons for your soul to stand at attention. I warn you now, do not look away, for the enemy of your peace thrives in the moments you choose to remain busy instead of becoming still. If you treat this as a common thing, you will miss the uncommon miracle I am breathing into your atmosphere at this very second. Close the doors to the world's noise and listen with the ears of your spirit. I'm not here to give you suggestions. I am here to issue a decree of liberation. You have spent years trying to figure it out, trying to bridge the gap between your effort and your destiny. But today, I'm taking the wheel. Your walking alone has come to its final hour, and I'm stepping into the void you've tried so hard to fill with your own labor. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the one who speaks and light shatters the darkness. I have seen the silent tears you shed when the house is quiet and the world thinks you are strong. I have felt the tremors in your heart when the bills pile up and the dreams seem to drift further away. I'm declaring a divine ceasefire over the battle for your mind. You have fought well, my warrior, but you were never meant to fight without the commander of the heavenly hosts by your side. This moment is a barrier between the version of you that was breaking and the version of you that is becoming. Take a deep breath, not a breath of survival, but a breath of my spirit. The atmosphere in your room is changing. The spiritual climate of your life is shifting. You are no longer a victim of your circumstances. You are a candidate for my glory. Stay in this presence, for the fire I'm about to ignite within you will burn away every chain of self-reliance that has held you hostage to your own limitations. My beloved, do not turn away from this presence, for I have prepared a table of restoration specifically for your weary soul. I know the temptation to rush to move on to the next distraction, but I am asking for your devotion in these few moments. If you choose to remain in my presence until the final word of this message is spoken, I am making a solemn covenant with you. This is not a hollow promise of the world, but a divine guarantee from the Creator who knows every hair on your head and every secret fear in your heart. I am about to perform a work in you that years of human effort could never achieve. Your persistence today is the key that unlocks the treasury of my grace, and as you linger here, the atmosphere around you will begin to densify with my glory, shifting the very foundations of your reality. Listen closely to what I am releasing over you as you stay. First, a supernatural. Peace cover is descending upon your frazzled nervous system right now. The constant state of fight or flight that has governed your body for far too long is being commanded to stand down, replaced by a stillness that surpasses all human understanding. Second, the heavy, invisible chains of self-stagnation, those patterns of frustration that have kept you running in circles, are starting to crack and crumble at this very moment. You will no longer be your own obstacle, for I am removing the weights that you have unknowingly placed upon your own feet. Third, the thick brain fog that has clouded your judgment and made you feel perpetually lost is dissolving in the light of my truth. I am clearing the path for a divine wisdom that will allow you to see through every deception and every shadow, giving you a mind that is sharp-focused and aligned with my purpose. Furthermore, as you reach the end of this journey with me, I am reaching deep into the very essence of your being, activating a strength within your DNA that does not belong to this earthly realm. This is the resilient power of the Spirit being infused into your weary bones and tired heart, granting you the ability to soar where you once struggled to even crawl. You will find a reservoir of energy and courage you thought was gone forever. And finally, before this encounter concludes, the path for your next 24 hours will become as clear as the noonday sun. You will not have to guess, you will not have to stumble, and you will not have to fear the unknown. I am laying out the blueprint of your immediate future with such divine precision that your heart will finally find true rest. Stay with me, my child, for the miracle is in the dwelling. The transformation has already begun, and by the time I am finished speaking, you will not recognize the person you were when you first arrived. My precious one, I have watched you from the heights of my throne, and I have seen the hidden markers of your solitary journey, those invisible weights you've tried to mask with a smile. I see the heaviness upon your shoulders that feels like the world itself is pressing down, making every step a labor of will rather than a walk of grace. I see the nights where your body is bone-tired, yet sleep eludes you because your mind is a chaotic engine churning through problems you were never meant to solve alone. You find yourself working twice as hard as those around you, pouring out every ounce of your energy. Yet the results feel like half of what they should be, leaving you in a perpetual state of frustration. You look at the clocks and the calendars and feel a stinging sense of being left behind, as if everyone else has a map you were never given. This is the exhaustion of the self-reliant, the quiet scream of a soul trying to be its own source, and I am here to tell you that I have seen every moment of it. I have felt the sudden, unprovoked surges of anxiety that grip your chest when you think about the future, a future that feels like a dark room you must navigate without a light. I see you standing in the middle of a crowded room, surrounded by voices and laughter, yet feeling an ache of loneliness so sharp it takes your breath away, because no one truly knows the internal battle you're fighting. You are haunted by the feeling that no matter what you achieve, no matter how much you sacrifice, it will never be sufficient to earn the rest you so desperately crave. I've seen you clench your jaw in the silence, felt the tightness in your heart when responsibilities feel like a tightening noose, and watched you withdraw into yourself because you believe that asking for help is a confession of failure. You have lived in survival mode for so long that you have forgotten what it feels like to simply be a child in my arms, protected and provided for. But hear me now, for I am speaking truth into your weariness. These symptoms, the fatigue that sleep cannot cure, the brain fog that clouds your brilliance, the irritation over small things, and the constant fear of the other shoe dropping, these are not your identity. They are not who you are, nor are they your final destination. They are signals, divine alerts from your spirit crying out that you have reached the end of your own strength so that you might finally begin to tap into mine. You are not weary because you are weak. You are weary because you have been carrying things I never asked you to carry. You have been playing the role of the provider, the protector, and the waymaker roles that belong to me alone. Today I am stripping away the false identity of the struggler. These aches in your soul are invitations to surrender the heavy load. You're not breaking, you're being unburdened, for you were never meant to carry the weight of the world on your own. My chosen one, let us look deeper into the architecture of your struggle, for what you perceive as a personal failure is actually a spiritual structure that we are about to dismantle together. You have blamed your heart for its fatigue and your mind for its shadows, thinking these were flaws in your character, but I am here to reframe your reality. We are not waging war against your flesh and blood, nor am I here to condemn you for the weight you feel. We are targeting the isolation pattern that has woven itself into the fabric of your daily existence, a deceptive spiritual frequency that convinces you that safety only exists in solitude and that help is a sign of vulnerability. This pattern is a thief that whispers in the dark, telling you that if you do not do it, it will never be done. And if you do not hold it together, everything will fall apart. Today, I am exposing that lie to the light of my glory. We are closing the hidden doors of self-reliance that you opened long ago as a defense mechanism against a world that let you down. You thought you were protecting yourself, but you were actually sealing yourself off from the limitless rivers of my provision. There is a residue within your spirit, a sticky, heavy substance left behind by the disappointments of the old season and the echoes of past failures that didn't go the way you planned. It is the residue of yesterday, and it clings to your vision like a veil, making the bright opportunities of today look gray, heavy, and impossible. This residue makes you react to current blessings with ancient fears, causing you to pull back when I am telling you to step forward. But I am the refiner's fire, and at this moment I am washing you clean of the soot of your history. I am stripping away the layers of I must and I can't to reveal the divine I am that I have placed within your soul. Understand that this struggle has not been a random sequence of events. It has been a training ground. I am showing you that the old way of operating, the way of the grind, the way of the burnt-out soul, cannot survive in the atmosphere of the new glory I am bringing into your life. Believe me when I tell you that you are the transitional generation. You have been positioned at this specific threshold of time to block the flow of exhaustion and spiritual poverty that has plagued your bloodline for generations. You are the one I have chosen to stand in the gap and declare that the era of the lone wolf is over for your family. You are not here to repeat the history of those who came before you, who labored until they broke and never knew the secret of my rest. You are here to rewrite that history with the ink of my grace. By acknowledging that you cannot do this alone, you are not showing weakness. You are exerting the highest form of spiritual authority. You are deciding that the legacy of struggle ends with you. As you shed the residue of the past and close those hidden doors of prideful self-sufficiency, you are opening a portal for divine strength to flood your very DNA. You are stepping out of the shadow of your ancestors and into the light of your true destiny as a child of the Most High who no longer works for rest, but works from a position of eternal rest. My child, it is time for you to receive your spiritual upgrade. You have been looking at the ground, at the dust of your problems, at the cracks in your own foundation. But I say to you, lift up your eyes. Look past the mountains of your debt, the peaks of your loneliness, and the summits of your anxiety. Where does your help come from? It does not come from your intellect, your bank account, or the people you have tried to please. Your help comes from me, the creator of the heavens and the earth, the one who fashioned the stars and knit you together in the womb. I do not slumber, and I do not sleep. I am the shade at your right hand, protecting you from the scorching sun of the world's demands and the cold moon of the enemy's whispers. When you align your vision with mine, you move from a place of striving to a place of standing. This is your anchor. I am the immovable rock beneath your feet, and as you fix your gaze on me, the unstable ground of your life begins to solidify into a path of victory. To navigate the days ahead, you need more than just positive thoughts. You need a divine mechanism of protection. I'm placing around you the 7 layers of fire. This is not a metaphor. It is a spiritual reality I'm activating in your atmosphere right now. Each layer of this holy flame is designed to burn away a specific frequency of the world's pressure. The first layer consumes the spirit of heaviness that makes your movement slow. The second disintegrates the fear of the future that paralyzes your decision-making. The third melts the chains of past trauma that keep you looking backward. The fourth purifies your financial vision, removing the scales of lack. The 5th shields you from the arrows of comparison and social judgment. The 6th sharpens your spiritual discernment, allowing you to hear my voice clearly above the noise. Finally, the 7th layer seals your identity as my chosen heir, fireproofing your soul against the coming trials. As these layers engage, they do not just protect you, they transform you. Like gold in a furnace, the dross of your self-reliance is being stripped away so that only the pure, radiant authority I have placed in you remains. With every breath you take during this message, a new layer is being established, peeling back the exhaustion of the old world and setting a new throne of authority in your heart. This upgrade is a shift in your very spiritual DNA. You will no longer walk through life as a target for the enemy's arrows of discouragement. Instead, you will walk as a pillar of my light. When the storms of life hit, and they will not find a house built on sand, but a fortress surrounded by my 7 layers of fire. You will find that tasks that once felt like mountains now feel like pebbles. Voices that once shook your confidence will now sound like harmless static. This is the mechanism of the chosen we do not avoid. The fire, we become the fire. By grounding yourself in the truth that I am your constant keeper, you activate a flow of grace that is unstoppable. I am the potter, and I am reshaping you into a vessel that can carry the weight of the massive blessings I prepared for you. Do not fear the heat of this transformation, for I am in the fire with you, and when you emerge, you will not even smell of smoke. You will smell of the fragrance of heaven ready to rule over the territory I have assigned to you. Every step you take from this moment forward is backed by the full authority of my kingdom. The mechanism is active. The anchor is set. You are no longer walking by sight, but by the fire that I have ignited within your soul. Before I move deeper into your heart, before I release the specific breakthroughs I've held in reserve for this day, you must act. Faith without action is a seed that never touches the soil. I'm asking you right now to testify to the atmosphere and make a declaration that echoes through the halls of eternity. Do not let this holy moment pass in silence, for your voice is a key that unlocks the storehouses of my grace. Reach out and type this command into the physical realm. Divine fire, cover me now. When you type these words, you are not merely engaging with a screen. You are placing a holy seal upon your life. You are marking yourself as my territory, telling the shadows that they no longer have a lease on your peace or a claim on your future. Do it now and feel the weight of my fire beginning to settle upon you. This is the moment your surrender becomes your strength and your words become the bridge to your miracle. And as you declare my fire over your life, look at the unseen cloud of witnesses and the others who are standing beside you in this digital sanctuary. You are not alone in this battle, and you are never meant to be. Now, I invite you to tap the like button, not as a gesture for the world, but as an act of divine agreement. Agreement is the currency of heaven that releases heavenly momentum into your earthly circumstances. When you press that button, you are signaling to the heavens that you agree with the words I am speaking over you right now. You are saying yes to the peace, yes to the restoration, and yes to the supernatural strength I am offering. This simple act of alignment creates a ripple in the spirit, pushing back the stagnation that has tried to keep you stuck. Your agreement today is the spark that will ignite the engine of your breakthrough tomorrow. Tap it now and feel the shift in the spiritual atmosphere around you. Now, my beloved, I command your soul to shift its focus. Stop looking at the horizontal plane of your existence. Stop staring at the stack of unpaid bills that sits on your table, mocking your peace. Stop replaying the hurtful words of those who abandoned you when you needed them most. Stop measuring your worth by the broken metrics of a world that is passing away. I command your spirit right now. Lift up your eyes. look higher than your circumstances. Look above the clouds of your current storm to the mountains where I dwell. I am the Lord of the breakthrough, and my eyes are fixed on you with a love that has no end. I am the source that never runs dry, the provider who makes a way where there is no way. When you align vertically with me, the problems on the horizontal plane begin to lose their power. They are but shadows, and I am the eternal sun. As you turn your gaze toward my throne, the shadows must flee. I am aligning your heart with the rhythm of eternity. Breathe in my authority. Breathe out your worry. You are vertically aligned with the Creator of the universe, and in my presence, no weapon formed against you can prosper. Feel the alignment locking into place from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. You are standing on holy ground, and I am your strength. My child, we begin the sacred work of dismantling right now, for the atmosphere is ripe for your liberation. I see the invisible cloak of heaviness that has wrapped itself around your heart like a thick, suffocating shroud. This is the spirit of heaviness that makes your legs feel like lead when you try to move forward, and your morning breath feel like a weary sigh of defeat before the day has even begun. You have been carrying the weight of mistakes you made years ago, the regrets of paths not taken, and the burdens of people who were never yours to save. I see how this spirit has tried to convince you that the gray sky above you is your permanent ceiling, and that joy is a luxury reserved for everyone but you. But I am the one who rends the heavens. I am reaching into the deepest core of your being with my holy fire to tear away this oppressive fabric. This heaviness is not from me. I did not design you to be a beast of burden for the enemy's lies or the world's expectations. I'm stripping away the layers of sorrow that have settled in your chest, and in their place, I am pouring the oil of joy. Feel the grip of that old, familiar sadness loosening. It is not yours to hold anymore. I am reclaiming the sacred space in your heart that grief tried to occupy, and I am filling it with the radiant brilliance of my presence. Hear my decree, my warrior, for my word does not return void. I break every yoke of self-doubt that has been fastened to your neck by the hands of disappointment. I shatter the iron bars of the not enough trap that has kept your spirit small and trembling. You have been told by the world and even by your own echoing thoughts that you are falling behind, that your prime has passed, and that your failures are final. These are the frantic whispers of the deceiver who knows your potential better than you do, and today I silence them with a single breath of my truth. I declare over you that you shall run and not be weary. You shall walk and not faint. My eternal strength is being infused into your very spirit, bypassing your logic and seating itself in your soul. I am removing the I can't and the I won't from the language of your heart. I am the God who renews your youth like the eagles, and I am lifting you out of the ash heap of your yesterday. The chains of your past, the shame that makes you hide, the regret that makes you look back, and the what-ifs that keep you paralyzed are being vaporized by the sheer heat of my unconditional love. You are being liberated from the prison of your own judgment. I have forgiven you, I have redeemed you, and now I command you to stand up and walk. The burden is gone. The sky is clearing. You are no longer a captive. I want you to pay close attention to your physical body in this very second, for my spirit moves, not just in the ethereal, but in the marrow of your bones. Notice the muscles in your neck and shoulders, those places that have been coiled tight like a rusted spring for months, perhaps years. I am placing my sovereign hands upon those shoulders right now, and I am commanding the tension to evaporate like mist in the morning sun. Feel your shoulders dropping lower and lower as the weight of the world is finally lifted off them and placed into my all-powerful hand. Take a deep, slow, intentional breath. This is a breath of freedom, the first of many. Can you feel the sudden space opening up in your lungs? The tightness in your chest that constant nagging pressure that felt like a cold stone sitting on your heart, is dissolving right this moment. This is the physical manifestation of my spiritual work. The atmosphere in your room is becoming lighter, thinner, and easier to navigate. The gravity of your problems is being neutralized by the higher law of my grace. You're no longer sinking into the mire. You're beginning to rise on the current of my peace. Rest in this sensation, for it is the undeniable sign that the first layer of your prison has been demolished and the doors have been kicked wide open. It is finished. This spirit of heaviness has no more legal right to your mind, your emotions, or your physical body. I have officially evicted the darkness and installed my radiant, unshakable peace. The shadows that used to haunt the periphery of your vision, whispering of doom and failure, are fleeing in terror because they cannot withstand the brilliance of the fire I have ignited within you. You are stepping out of the tomb of your yesterday and into the vibrant garden of your tomorrow. This transformation is not a temporary emotional high. It is an eternal tectonic shift in your spiritual frequency. The heaviness is gone, and in its magnificent place, I give you a garment of praise that shines brighter than the sun. I seal this work deep within your DNA. No power in hell can reattach what I have severed this day. No lying voice can speak back into existence the burdens I have just turned to ash. You are light, you are free, and you are completely mine. It is done. It is finished, sealed in the name that makes the foundations of the earth tremble. You are a new creation in this very moment, unburdened, unleashed, and ready to soar to the heights I have prepared for you. My child, I have seen you pacing the same floorboards of frustration for years, walking in circles that lead back to the same dead ends and the same heartbreaks. I have watched you strive with all your might, only to find yourself hitting an invisible glass ceiling that keeps you from the heights I have promised you. This is the cycle of stagnation, a spiritual rut designed to exhaust your faith and convince you that change is impossible. You have felt the sting of almost there, the bitterness of the door closing just as you reached for the handle, and the exhaustion of seeing others move forward while you remain anchored in the same spot. But here, my voice today, the circle is being broken. I am the God of the new thing, and I am shattering the walls of your prison. I am putting an end to the wilderness season where you labored for fruit that never ripened. Every invisible chain that has tethered you to your past failures is being snapped by the power of my word. I'm clearing the debris from your path and making a straight way through the desert of your circumstances. I am issuing a divine decree into the spirit realm on your behalf. Right now, every order of delay, every assignment of procrastination, and every spiritual blockage that has stood in your way is hereby cancelled. I am removing the invisible brakes that the enemy has tried to apply to your destiny. You have been living in a rhythm of 1 step forward, 2 steps back, but I am establishing a new rhythm within you, the rhythm of supernatural acceleration. What used to take you 10 years will now take you 10 months. What you struggled to build in a lifetime will be completed in a season by the power of my favor. I'm moving you from the slow lane of human effort into the fast lane of my sovereign grace. You will no longer be the person who almost made it. You will be the one who surpassed every expectation. I'm opening doors that no man can shut and closing doors that have been leaking your energy and your time. The stagnation is over. The drought is ending. The rains of my provision are beginning to fall on the parched ground of your life. I want you to experience this shift in your very being. As my spirit moves, feel your breathing become more regular, deeper, and more peaceful. The frantic, shallow breath of someone who is always catching up is leaving you. In its place, I am giving you the long, steady breath of a conqueror. Can you feel the space around you expanding? The walls of your life, which once felt like they were closing in, are being pushed back by my mighty hands. The air in your room is becoming fresher, charged with the oxygen of heaven. You are no longer trapped in a small, suffocating reality. You are stepping out into the wide-open expanse of my purpose. Every muscle that was tensed for a battle you couldn't win is now relaxing into a victory you didn't have to fight for. I am the God of the wide-open spaces, and I'm inviting you to walk into the vastness of your calling. The fog of confusion is lifting, and the horizon of your future is becoming sharp and clear. It is done. The cycle of stagnation is shattered beyond repair. You are no longer a prisoner of the same old things. I have set your feet on a new path, and I have given you a new momentum that the world cannot understand and the enemy cannot stop. The old you who was stuck is being replaced by the new you who is soaring. I have sealed this breakthrough in the heavenly records, and I have marked this day as the beginning of your great acceleration. Do not look back at the ruts you have left behind. They are empty now. Look forward, for I am already there, waiting to show you the wonders of the territory I have reserved for you. Walk in confidence, for you are no longer walking alone, and you are no longer walking in circles. You are moving toward your throne. It is done, sealed in the fire of my love. My precious one, I am moving my hand from your spirit into the very fabric of your biological being. I see the toll that years of walking alone has taken on your physical vessel. Your nervous system has been firing in a state of high alert for so long that it has become your default rhythm, a constant hum of tension that you have mistaken for normal life. I see the cellular fatigue that no amount of sleep seems to touch, and the way your energy drains away before the day has even truly begun. You have been living in a body inflamed by the chemicals of chronic stress and the toxins of unspoken fear. This burnout is not just in your mind. It is etched into your nerves and written in your blood. But I am the great physician, and I am the one who designed every complex pathway of your biology. Right now, I am initiating a divine detoxification process throughout your entire frame. I'm flushing out the residue of cortisol and the acidity of anxiety that has been corroding your vitality from within. I'm speaking life into every neuron, every synapse, and every fiber of your being. The wear and tear of your trials is being met by the repair and restore of my spirit. I am cooling the inflammation caused by the friction of life's demands, and I am resetting your biological clock to the tempo of my eternal peace. Close your eyes and lean into this moment, for my healing power is not a distant concept. It is a tangible living force entering your room right now. I want you to feel it, a warm, gentle current of my glory beginning to flow from the very crown of your head. It is a liquid light, a holy heat that carries the restorative power of heaven. Feel it moving slowly down past your forehead, releasing the tension in your temples and behind your eyes. Feel it flowing into your neck and down your spine, soothing every nerve ending that has been frayed by the storms of life. This current is now moving through your chest, washing over your heart and saturating your internal organs with divine health. It is descending into your hips, through your legs, and out through the soles of your feet, carrying away every ounce of exhaustion and every trace of cellular decay. As this warmth passes through you, imagine your cells being reignited, their light turning from a dim flicker to a brilliant flame. I am regenerating what has been depleted and lubricating the joints that have grown stiff with the weight of your journey. Your body is not a machine that is breaking down. It is a temple that is being refurbished by the architect of life himself. This is the biological reset of the chosen one, a miracle manifesting in the marrow of your bones. I am removing the memory of pain from your muscles and the echoes of fatigue from your mind. You will find that the heavy, stagnant energy that made your limbs feel like lead is being replaced by the effortless buoyancy of my grace. I declare that every system in your body, your circulatory system, your immune system, your nervous system, is now coming into perfect alignment with the blueprint of heaven. You are being made whole from the inside out as I burn away every root of fear-induced illness. The fear that once lived in your gut is being replaced by a deep, resonant courage that vibrates in your very DNA. You are not just surviving, you are being optimized for the high assignment I have placed upon your life. No longer will your physical limitations be a cage for your spiritual potential. I have fireproofed your nerves and fortified your heart against the weariness of this world. It is done. The cleansing is complete. The restoration is absolute. I seal this biological miracle into your flesh and your spirit, forever marking you as a vessel of health and divine vitality. It is done. Sealed. My precious child, look at how far we have come in these sacred moments together. You have stood firm while I dismantled the spirit of heaviness that clouded your joy, broke the cycle of stagnation that kept you in old ruts, and cleansed your biological system from the toxins of stress. This is the halfway point of your transformation, a holy threshold where the work of the past is sealed and the glory of the future is summoned. Do not allow the enemy to whisper that you have received enough. There is so much more I have prepared for this specific hour. We are transitioning from the internal healing of your soul to the external restoration of your life's circumstances. This is the bridge of faith, and I am holding your hand as we cross it. The atmosphere around you is now stable, the fire within you is burning steady, and your spirit is finally coming into alignment with my divine frequency. Take a moment to acknowledge the shift that has already occurred, for your awareness of my work is the catalyst for even greater miracles. We are moving from the foundation to the fortress, from the roots to the fruit. Before we step into the next realm of your breakthrough, I require a second act of authority from your spirit. Your words have the power to create or destroy, to open doors or shut them. I am calling you to command the spiritual borders of your life right now. Do not stay silent, for a silent faith is a dormant faith. Reach out and type these words as a royal decree: no door is open to fear. Let this declaration be the final seal upon the coffin of your anxiety. Your words are not just letters on a screen. They are instruments of spiritual authority that resonate in the unseen world, shaking the very foundations of the kingdom of darkness. As you type, feel the locks clicking shut on every entrance the enemy once used to disturb your peace. And as you secure your own heart, remember those who are still wandering in the dark, searching for a glimmer of hope. Press the like button now, not as a gesture of vanity, but as an act of divine outreach. Let this shield of truth reach the eyes and hearts of others who are battling in the shadows of silence. By doing so, you're extending the borders of my kingdom and becoming a vessel through which my light can find the weary. Your agreement today is a lighthouse for the lost. This is more than a fleeting encounter. It is the beginning of a new way of living, a total recalibration of your soul. I am inviting you to make this rhythm of protection, clarity, and peace your daily reality, rather than a rare exception. Subscribe to this sanctuary, now not merely to a channel, but to a commitment to walking in my presence every single day. Let this be your new frequency, a consistent source of heavenly strength that guards your mind against the corrosive noise of the world. By joining this family of believers, you are choosing to dwell under the canopy of my sovereign grace. As we move forward into the remaining rounds of this divine intervention, we will target the leakages in your resources and silence the voices of comparison that have tried to steal your unique identity. We are about to unlock the storehouses of heaven and seal your destiny with an authority the world cannot ignore. The best is not just on its way, it is manifesting in the very air you breathe. Keep your eyes fixed on me as we enter the second half of this divine appointment. The shift is accelerating, and your victory is already written in the stars. My precious one, I turn my gaze now to the baskets of your life and the resources I have entrusted to you. I see the frustration of working for a harvest that never seems to fill your storehouse. I see the invisible leakages, the unexpected expenses, the missed opportunities, and the way your resources seem to vanish through holes you cannot see. You have been living in a cycle of just enough or never enough, and the stress of lack has become a heavy shadow over your joy. I see the effort you have poured into your work only to feel as though you are pouring water into a cracked vessel. But I am the Lord of the harvest, and I am the God of the overflow. Today, I am moving into your financial house to bring divine order. I am closing the portals of waste and the avenues of spiritual theft that have been draining your fruit. I am stopping the devourer at your gates and command every stolen blessing to find its way back to your doorstep in my perfect timing. Hear my decree. Into the atmosphere of your life, I am the great provider, and I am opening the windows of heaven over your head. I am not limited by the economies of man or the fluctuations of the world's markets. I am directing new currents of provision toward you, streams of opportunity that you did not have to struggle to find. I am giving you the wisdom to manage the much just as you have been faithful with the little. I am breaking the mindset of poverty that has been passed down through your bloodline, that voice that whispers you will always be in debt or that you are not worthy of abundance. You are an heir to my kingdom, and my kingdom lacks nothing. I'm establishing a new flow of favor in your career and your business. I am causing people to go out of their way to bless you, and I'm putting your name in the minds of those who hold the keys to your next level. The drought is officially over. I want you to feel this shift in your physical body right now. Notice your hands. For so long, they have been clenched tight, white-knuckled with worry, holding on to the little you have because you are afraid it will be your last. This posture of fear has become a blockage to the very flow you desire. I command your hands to open right now. Relax the muscles in your fingers and your palms. Open them wide as a sign of surrender and receptivity. Feel the heat of my provision warming your hands as if I am placing the seeds of your future directly into your grip. You no longer have to grasp and claw for your survival. You are no longer a beggar. You are a child of the King. As your hands open, feel the anxiety leaving your chest. The burden of how will I survive is being replaced by the confidence of I am well supplied. My grace is your currency, and my favor is your shield. It is done. The leakages are sealed and the storehouses are being prepared. I have marked your life for supernatural provision that will not only sustain you, but will allow you to be a blessing to many. You will no longer wake up in the middle of the night wondering how the ends will meet. You will sleep in peace knowing that the one who clothes the lilies and feeds the sparrows has already gone ahead of you to prepare the way. This is not a promise of temporary relief, but a covenant of eternal supply. I have placed my seal of abundance upon your name, and the gates of lack are closed forever. It is done, sealed. My precious child, I am turning my attention now to the invisible battlefield of your mind, the place where the voices of others have built a throne of judgment. I see how you look at the highlight reels of those around you and feel the sharp, cold sting of inadequacy. You have allowed the world's metrics, the numbers, the titles, the appearances of success to become the distorted mirror in which you view your own soul. You feel behind as if you have missed a bus that everyone else managed to board, leaving you standing alone on a deserted platform. These are the voices of comparison, the thieves of joy that whisper that you are less than or too late. I see the secret pain you feel when you scroll through the lives of others, measuring your internal struggle against their external shine. But I am here to tell you that these voices are lying frequencies, and today I am reaching into your spirit to pull the plug on every source of static that does not originate from my throne. You are being drained by a race I never asked you to run. Hear my voice, for I am the only auditor of your soul and the only architect of your time. I declare right now into the spirit realm, you are not behind. You are not late. You are not a failure, because your life does not look like the lives of those I've set on different paths. I've tuned your existence to a specific rhythm, a celestial tempo that is unique to your calling. When you try to run at someone else's speed, you only exhaust the strength I gave you for your own journey. I'm shutting down the frequencies of envy and the pressure to perform for an audience of humans who did not create you and cannot sustain you. I'm silencing the critics, those in your life and those in your head, who have used the achievements of others as a weapon to beat down your spirit. You are exactly where I need you to be to receive what I'm about to give you. Your season is not delayed. It is being prepared for a weight of glory that others could not sustain. I am the God of your individual destiny, and I do not make duplicates. I want you to enter a moment of profound somatic stillness with me right now. Imagine a great dial in the spirit world, and my hand is turning it all the way down. Feel the noise of the world, the opinions of your family, the expectations of your peers, the frantic buzz of social media receding into the distance until it is nothing but a harmless whisper, and then total silence. Can you feel the absolute quiet settling over your mind? In this silence, there is no one to impress, no one to catch up to, and no one to fear. There is only you and me. Feel the pressure to be someone else evaporating from your skin like mist. The air around you is becoming still and sacred. You're coming home to your true self, the self that I love without condition. This silence is your sanctuary. It is here in this vacuum of world noise that you will finally hear my true plan for your life. The clamor of comparison is gone, replaced by the steady, rhythmic heartbeat of my sovereign approval. It is done. The voices of comparison have been evicted, and their echoes are being washed away by the tide of my peace. You will no longer walk through your day looking sideways at your neighbors. You will walk with your chin lifted, looking forward into the path I have illuminated for you. I have sealed your ears against the poison of not enough, and anointed your eyes to see the beauty of your own journey. You are my masterpiece, a work in progress that is perfectly timed for its unveiling. I have placed a divine shield around your identity, and from this moment on, you will find a new quiet confidence that does not need the validation of man. You are who I say you are, and you have what I say you have. The war of comparison is over, and your peace is restored. It is done, sealed in the quiet authority of my spirit. My beloved, we have reached the pinnacle of this divine encounter, the moment where the healing of the past meets the prophetic fire of your future. I'm moving now into the 6th round of my work, the gift of absolute clarity. I see the fog that has sat upon your horizon, that thick gray mist of I don't know what to do next. You have spent years squinting into the darkness, trying to discern the shape of your destiny, only to find yourself second-guessing every decision. But hear my command. I am releasing the wind of my spirit to blow away the clouds of confusion. I'm granting you 2020 spiritual vision for the path ahead. Every hidden snare is being revealed, and every crooked road is being made straight. You will no longer walk in the shadows of perhaps or maybe. I am anointing your eyes to see the opportunities I have hidden in plain sight. I am sharpening your intuition so that you recognize my voice, even in the midst of a whirlwind. The time of wandering in the desert of uncertainty is over. The map of your purpose is being etched into your heart with a pen of fire. You will know exactly where to step, when to speak, and when to remain silent, for I am the light that never fades. Now, because you are standing at the threshold of a shift so massive it will reverberate through your entire lineage, you must anchor your faith in the physical realm. Do not allow the enemy to steal the seed of this revelation. If you believe that I am breaking your chains and clearing your path right now, do not stay silent in the presence of your King. Reach out and type these words to confirm the covenant. I believe my shift is here. This is your testimony, your act of spiritual defiance against the stagnation that tried to bury you. By typing this, you are coming into total agreement with the acceleration I'm about to release. You are saying to the heavens and the earth that you trust my timing and you accept my authority. This is the moment where your belief becomes a tangible force, a magnet for the miracles I have held in reserve. Do not hesitate. Claim your breakthrough with the authority I have given you. As you declare your faith, I am initiating the seventh and final round of this transformation, the Great Shift. I am moving you from the realm of striving into the realm of flowing. For too long, you have lived by the sweat of your brow, fighting for every inch of progress, laboring in a world that demands your exhaustion as the price of survival. But I am the Lord of the Sabbath, and I am teaching you a new way to move. I am activating the prophetic acceleration over your life. This is the season where the plowman overtakes the reaper. You will begin to see the harvest appearing before you have even finished planting the seed. The time between your prayer and my answer is shrinking. Things that used to take decades will now manifest in days. I am bending time on your behalf, restoring the years that the locusts have eaten. You are stepping into a divine momentum where my favor does the heavy lifting, and your only job is to remain in my presence and follow my lead. This is not a reward for your hard work. It is a gift because you are mine. I am now calling forth the chosen one within you. You have spent your life thinking you were an accident, a person of no consequence, a mere observer of others' greatness. But I say to you, I chose you before the foundations of the world were laid. I set my seal upon you while you were still in your mother's womb. Every tear you cried was a drop of oil for your anointing. Every scar you carry is a credential for the territory you are about to rule. I am activating your spiritual authority today. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are a legislator of my will on this earth. When you speak, the atmosphere must respond. When you pray, the gates of heaven must open. I am stripping away the slave mentality and replacing it with the royal identity. You are not created to beg for crumbs at the table of the world. You are created to sit at the table of the King. Stand up in the full stature of who I created you to be. The identity of the chosen is now active in your DNA, and nothing can stop the purpose I have for you. I want you to feel this shift happening in your physical body right now. Close your eyes and visualize a brilliant, blinding light of my glory piercing through the last remnants of the fog surrounding you. It is a light so pure it burns away every shadow of doubt. As this light enters your space, feel your heart beginning to beat with a new, powerful rhythm, not the frantic beat of anxiety, but the deep, resonant thud of divine authority. It is the heartbeat of a lion, steady and fearless. Can you feel the strength returning to your spine? Can you feel the warmth rising in your chest? This is the somatic evidence of your destiny being sealed. The weight of the blessing I am placing on you is heavy, but I have given you the shoulders to carry it. Your heart is being synchronized with the heart of heaven. You are no longer out of step. You are perfectly aligned with the heartbeat of the Creator. This is your moment. This is your shift. It is done. The prophetic acceleration is active and your destiny is sealed. I have placed a mark upon you that the enemy cannot touch and the world cannot ignore. You are moving into a season of ease and overflow, where my grace is the wind in your sails. No longer will you look at the mountain and wonder how you will climb it. You will speak to the mountain and it will be moved. I have given you the keys to the kingdom, and I have authorized you to open the storehouses of my glory. This 6th and 7th round have transformed you from a seeker into a possessor. You have the clarity to see and the authority to take. Walk forth from this encounter as the chosen one you have always been, for I have gone before you, and I am standing behind you. The seal is set. The word is spoken. Your life will never be the same again. It is done, sealed, forever. My beloved, as the fire of transformation settles into a steady, eternal glow within you, I want you to lean back into the arms of my grace. Feel the intensity of the battle fading into a profound, heavy silence. Not the silence of a void, but the silence of a completed work. I am dropping a mantle of peace over your life that the world can neither give nor take away. This peace is not merely the absence of the storms that have raged around you. It is the immovable presence of your Creator standing in the center of the gale with you. You have spent your life waiting for the wind to stop so you could find rest, but I am teaching you to rest while the wind still blows. My peace is a fortress for your soul and a cooling spring for your mind. Let every lingering tremor of anxiety dissolve into this stillness. You are safe. You are held. You are home. The frantic search for safety is over, for you have found your dwelling place in me. As you rest in this peace, I am performing a final reversal of every word spoken against you, every curse that was aimed at your heart, every label of failure or burden that was placed upon your back. I am turning into a fuel for your future. Those very things that were meant to break you, the exhaustion, the isolation, the hidden tears, I am now converting into the oil of your anointing. Your scars are no longer marks of shame. They are your credentials of authority. You are being upgraded in this very moment from a victim of your circumstances into a warrior of peace. You do not fight for victory. You fight from victory. You are no longer defined by what you have been through, but by who I say you are, my chosen heir, my battle axe, and my beloved child. The world will see the change in your eyes and the weight of my glory in your walk, for the spirit of the struggler has been buried and the spirit of the victor has been crowned. To walk in this new authority, I give you the wisdom of the heavens to guard the ground we have won today. First, I command you to embrace the Sabbath of the soul. Intentional rest is not a luxury, but a holy requirement. You must stop trying to save a world that I have already redeemed. Second, you must set divine boundaries around your spirit. Learn to say no to the demands of others that drain the oil from your lamp. Your time is a sacred resource. Third, let go of the last residues of resentment. Forgive those who left you in the fire, not because they deserve it, but because your soul is too precious to be tethered to the past. Fourth, guard the gates of your mind with absolute vigilance. Do not allow the noise of the world or the poison of the digital age to pollute the sanctuary I have built within you. And finally, walk in a rhythm of breath prayer. Let your every inhale be my strength, and your every exhale be your surrender. These are not rules. They are the keys to maintaining the fire of this shift. Now, my precious one, we must seal this prophecy for all of eternity. Let your final act of faith in this encounter be the loudest. Reach out and type these words to lock this blessing into your life forever. It is done. My future is guarded. This is the final seal, the closing of the spiritual record of your old life and the opening of the new. Do not let the enemy snatch away what has been planted here. This is your decree of independence from the spirit of weariness. And as you step into this new world, I invite you once more to join this family of light. Press the like button and subscribe to this channel as your final signal to the heavens that you are committed to this journey of authority and peace. By doing so, you ensure that my voice continues to be the compass for your soul every single day. What I have started in you today, I will surely bring to a magnificent completion. But do not stop here, my warrior. The victory we have claimed today must be guarded even while you sleep, for the enemy seeks the dark hours to sow seeds of doubt. I have prepared another message for you, a divine shield for your rest. Move immediately to the message on protection in your sleep to ensure that no loophole remains and that the peace we have established today becomes an unbreakable fortress around your dreams. Walk in authority, walk in peace, and know that I am with you always, even until the end of the age. It is done. It is finished. Go forth in my strength.
Ooh.